everyone, happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, November 15th, 2011, and it is my 28th Talk to Me Tuesday. Did not get to a whole lot of stuff that I had hoped I would get to last week, and I know for sure probably this week I will not be able to. I have a lot of stuff planned. Last weekend, or not last week, but last Friday, my husband had the day off. So we went to a local food pantry, and we helped out there for a couple hours. So that was nice. We kind of spent the day together and stuff. And this week, tomorrow I have a paper due, and I have a quiz due, and then Thursday I have my book club with my quilt guild. And I'm actually supposed to pick out the book, and I do not have the book picked out. I'll probably do that tomorrow night, and just let random.org pick the book because I can't decide. I'm like, there's so many books, just picking one. Speaking of books, Snowy 44 won the October book from bookloversclub.livejournal.com, and so she won the book The Quilter's Apprentice by Jennifer Chavarani. I can never know how to pronounce her name. But anyways, this month's book for November is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. So if you're interested in that book, go over to bookloversclub.livejournal.com and check it out. The contest is open until November 30th. And there are a few things of just a few rules, so you can just check that out. The one book that my book club is reading is Caleb's Crossing by Geraldine Brooks, and it's pretty interesting actually so far. It has, I'm only on page 65, and it's got like 300, like a little over 300 pages I think, and I'm supposed to be done with that by Thursday. But it's really good so far. I just have been busy with the classes. I had a big, huge research paper due, and then I have a debate coming up, and that class is so, yeah, I thought I did better on my paper than what the teacher thought, so I need to work more for that class. But and speaking of classes, I registered already for the next semester, and my other class I'm doing really well in, so at least that's good. And I was really lucky because my classes, the two other classes that I signed up for next semester are already full, and it would just last Tuesday? Yeah, last Tuesday that you could sign up for classes if you were a current student, and that's actually 2 weeks before everyone else. And they went by, like your name or whatever. And since my last name is the beginning of the alphabet, I gotta go before a lot of other people. So it was a good thing I was able to sign up for those classes. But one of them I have to pass one of my classes this semester in order to go on, so I have to make sure I pass. But the rest of this week, tomorrow I have a quiz and a paper due. Thursday I have book club, and then I'm also, depending on what time that gets over, I'm going to try to go over to a senior center, the local senior center, and in town, because they are actually putting on like a Thanksgiving dinner for them. So I told Circle K International, which is my campus, they're going to be there, and they need a lot of volunteers, so I told them I would try to be there. And then also that same evening, one of the local high schools in the town we live in, or the city we live in, is having a spaghetti dinner to help out for homeless families, and that is part of the Kiwanis Circle K International family that's putting that on, so my husband are going to support them. And let's see what else. Yeah, and then Monday I have a paper due, so Anyways, speaking of Circle K International, they are doing a project at my campus, and well, actually, kind of a contest, not a project. But anyways, they're doing kind of like a. It's not Build a Bear because the bears are already stuffed and everything. But they're having a contest where they purchased, I think it's like 30 bears or something like that, and they're gonna have people decorate the bears with costumes, hats, boots, shirt, whatever, and then whoever wins the contest for cutest bear costume or whatever will get prizes. And eventually all of the bears will be going to children in hospitals, and I think they're also going to abuse kids too. But maybe it's just the hospitals. I don't remember. I think they're going to try to do both. But eventually all of the teddy bears are going to be donated to children who need some love and some care. So, but I am making one of the gifts and one of the prizes, and I am making a penny rug. Hopefully it will go over well. Because I like folk primitive things, and that's what it is. So I don't know. Most of the people are giving like gift certificates and stuff like that. So, but and I've never made a penny rug before, but so far it's going okay. So wool is used, and this is kind of like, well, these aren't pennies, but this kind of this came around in the 1800s, and when the women couldn't use the wool, like the wool jacket or whatever anymore, they first didn't want to throw anything away, so they made these, what they call penny rugs out of them, and sometimes they would actually put pennies in them. And they're not actually rugs, they're like a decorative, like table centerpiece. So here are some of the other ones. And I had the hardest time finding a template, a circle template. Joann's, my local Joann's, does not have these anymore. I had to find this at Michael's, and they only had this one left. But the background is usually a black background, and that's the part that I'm having a little bit of trouble right now. And usually it's kind of like in a shape of kind of a flower, although not all the time, but I think it looks the cutest when it is. So I'm going to kind of try to put these on here, and just bear with me because it's just a long piece of felt, and so it's not the correct size, but and I actually need more. I need to make more of these, but hopefully these will kind of clean on here. So see, this is kind of like a little bit what it will look like, not exactly, but you get the main idea. Oops, I'm losing all the things on the floor. So yeah, so what you do then, I'm losing all of them. So, here we go. So if you can imagine more, and this big, being kind of in a bigger, kind of being a circle flower for the background. I know a lot of imagination is needed here probably, but then in the center it's just a black background, and then you can put like a candle or a basket or something like that. And these weren't hard to make. A lot of people use the buttonhole stitch, but I didn't originally. But eventually I will. So, yeah. So I've been making those. Uh-oh. Losing all of them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, just a second. I think the cat's gonna... So I'm back. So he didn't get one of them. Normally he really likes, the cat really likes soft things, and he like bits and pieces of paper, receipts, he'll just tear them up, and yeah, you're lucky if you see them again. So I made sure I didn't get to that. The only other thing that I have been working on is my husband's belated birthday gift. And you can't really tell in the picture, but I am working on this part right here. I'm doing like the shading. I don't think it, yeah, you really can't see. But, and the one thing is that it's only one thread that it has me doing the shading on, so that's probably why. So that's what I'm working on. So I'm going to do this part and go up, and then this little space right here, I'm going to go over that way, and then, oops, go down here to have the H, and then the other side of the H over, here, will have a little bit of shading like that on the far right of it. So, as you can tell, I've done a little bit more on it, but since it's the first part of the H, I have a lot more to do. The only other things that I have to show are some things that I forgot to show last week. Not anything that I have made, but stuff that I have purchased. So I forgot to mention that I have purchased these, and I do not believe I've left feedback yet for it, which I will have to definitely double check, because now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I did. But I purchased these 2 patterns from Ockingen, tree trimming. Yay! I love the flying geese and everything, and the little tree. It's cute. And I got the Holly Jolly one. It's cute. So I got those 2. And then the next one I got was a Independence House sampler by Chessie and Me, and I can't pronounce the person's last name, but here's who it's from, and here's what it looks like. And I love this because it looks like it's a barn, but it's actually a house, and it's kind of folksy and primitive and Americana type thing. And I really like this because I have a couple of relatives who live on farms. So it says, honor your independence, value your liberty. And I actually only know of one house, and actually when I saw this and I purchased it on, I got it through eBay, it immediately had me think about a house that's right next to one of my relatives' houses, and it is literally, looks like this, because it is literally a barn house. There's people that built their house, they build it to look just like a barn. And they're the only ones who I know who have that for their house. Most of the people I know of who are farmers and stuff like that, they have old kind of like farmhouses. But my relatives' neighbors weren't farmers, but I just thought it was really interesting. I never got a chance to go into that house, so but yeah, so I thought it was cool, and it came with the dyes. The dyes are from Weeks Dye Works, and I've never used that thread before, but I've heard that some people like it even more than the DMC thread. So I don't know. But I think I've only seen this type of threads at one store or something like that. So anyways, that is all I have. Let's see here. Oh no, it isn't. I just remembered something else. For the Secret Sister, Farmer Girl's Secret Sister, I have her last package to send off, and I am going to, before the end of the week, I'm going to make her one of these. That, if you'll remember, I also made for my grandmother, but little purse. I'm going to make her one of these, and then I'm going to give her some really nice applique clover pins. This is just what I have in here. Let's see here. Do I have everything in here? So I'm just showing you some items I have myself that I'm going to be putting in her little purse. And I got her one of these. You can take these on the planes. They're a thread cutter. And then you can put it on a necklace, which I never do. I just keep it in here. And then I keep this in my purse. And it's got, you know, some of my thread and needles. And I don't have it in here. But you know, the small little needle threaders that are like this, little like circle, and then they have a little hoop thing. Funds and Porter has them. You can get like 3 of them for I think like $2 or $3 or something like that. Anyways, I got some of those for her as well, so I'm gonna put them in her little, you know, little purse that I make like this. And then the senior woman that I have been writing to for this month, I'm going to make her one of those as well. And she does not quilt, but she does needlepoint. So I also got her a the needle threader and the needle cutter. I didn't get her any of the applique pins, but so that's what I did. And I was a little bit irritated yesterday because Saturday, for the senior woman that I'm writing to, I sent her packet with a little journal, and then I had a word find and crossword puzzle that I sent out. And specifically went to the post office, put on a little postage, and dropped it off, and got it back in the mail yesterday. There was no postage on it, and the package I used was one of those like waterproof, but it's kind of, you know, like shiny and stuff. And apparently the $3 and whatever cents it was that I paid in postage ripped off. So I have to pay for postage again. So yeah, I wasn't very happy about that. But anyways, enough with my rambling. Take care, everyone. Hope you have a good week. Hopefully it's not too hectic, and if it is, hopefully there will be some breathing room. A few minutes where you can take, relax, read a book, have some tea, coffee, whatever. Take care, everyone.